Okay, so in Project Happiness and Well-being, this is the fifth video we are going to talk about. So the topic of this video will be the self-esteem and self-confidence. So before we begin, let me tell you, this is this is going to be very important video, and it will have some important piece of information and knowledge. If you can get them, understand them, and implement into your life, this will bring huge positive impact in all walk of your life, like health, wealth, and relationship in everything. So let's start with what exactly is the self-esteem. Well, self-esteem is a psychological factor which determines how you think about yourself, how you take yourself, and how you take your own value and your own steps, and show them and present yourself in front of other people. This is more about yourself than what other people think about you. That is very important. And friends, self-esteem creates a huge impact on your health and mental well-being. That is why it has been so important, and all successful people has taken well care of this in every aspect. Positive self-esteem overall contributes the well-being of a person. However, if a person have low self-esteem, he will bound to get all the negative stuff. He feel very depressed. He feel low in energy, and he feel less respected, and he feel loneliness, and there are a lot of diseases that comes because of low self-esteem. Because when a person is in low self-esteem, means he is not giving the value to himself. He always consider himself lower than other people. He always lives as an introvert type of person. That is the big drawback of people with low self-esteem. Now people with high self-esteem, they judge themselves with they have the accurate thinking. They judge themselves based on the accurate thinking. However, people with low self-esteem always underestimate their power, their ability, their creativity, their capability, everything, and those people end up doing very less than their capacity. That is another drawback of people with low self-esteem. Now we have discussed what is self-esteem and how what is the characteristics of people with low self-esteem and high self-esteem. So the next question comes, that why this self-esteem comes from? Where does it comes from? Well, the most important reason that self-esteem depend on is your upbringing. It comes from the family you live in, the surrounding you stay in, and the low self-esteem comes on your experiences when you come across some difficulties, and some problems, and you embark on a new project and you face difficulties, and how you tackle those difficulties when different peoples comes along you, and they gives the different experiences to you, and that is where you develop your self-esteem with those experiences. When we were in our childhood, our failures, our success, our happiness, all those experiences shapes our self-esteem. When we get failed and someone criticizes us, laugh at us, and that leads into lowering our self-esteem. That is why I always say that your surrounding is so important, that you should give high weight to your surrounding. Because if you are living in a negative surrounding, those people will always criticize you, laugh you, and lower your status, and that leads to lowering your self-esteem. Because no matter what you do, no matter how positive you live, but if you consistently thrown away the negative comments and negative stuff from all people around you, then your self-esteem will keep decreasing. Now, in your childhood, you when your family encourages you, your self-esteem will increase, right? When someone speak with you with respectfully, your self-esteem will increase. However, at the same in this the other way around is that when someone criticizes you, someone laughs at you, and when you don't get attention and you don't get recognized, these events get lowers your self-esteem. That most of the time happens in our childhood. And the biggest consequences of low self-esteem is that we get anxiety, we get stress, we are not able to express our feelings, and that is why we get overwhelmed with the situations, and many times we get sick and ill. Another drawback of low self-esteem is that we are not able to contribute to our capacity in whatever the stuffs we do in our life. That is a big drawback of low self. When you are a person with low self-esteem, you cannot do good in your romantic life, or in your relationship, in your family. Neither you can develop a good relationship with your friends, and you cannot develop a professional relationship in a business or in your office, because when you are in low self-esteem, you won't be even able to express yourself confidently. And that is another drawback of people low self-esteem with the people. The important thing you can do to rise your self-esteem is that talk with yourself consistently but positively. Yes, everybody has negative, everybody has some positive and negative things. The people with high self-esteem always talk about the positive stuffs. They do self-talking to themselves, that is called auto-suggestion. They always talk positively, because when you talk negatively, these negative stuffs get accepted by your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is directly gives those signal to your this conscious mind gives these signals to your subconscious mind. And subconscious mind, as you know, that cannot differentiate the positive and negative. If you gives the negative thoughts to your conscious mind, those negative thoughts gets diverted to your subconscious mind, which is powerful and which act upon on these negative things, and it lowers your self-esteem. So I would say, always consciously and deliberately choose to speak on positive terms only. Choose to spend most of your times with the people with positive minds, people who are passionate in their life, people who are aggressive to grow and make change in this world, people who always talk positive, and they try to create the atmosphere more pleasurable and more happy. Try to spend most of your time with those peoples. Better you can take books, read them. There are a lot of techniques, lot of strategies and principle which has been given to rise your self-esteem. Once you take these books and read them, there's no way that you can stay with low self-esteem. And once you start this is going to be a big step to rise your self-esteem. So, some of the tips which I want to share with you to rise your self esteem is that you be very practical, you be aware with your strength and weakness. Yes, everybody has weakness, but just don't focus on them, just recognize and keep them side. Always try to focus on positive and your strengths. That how you can keep your strength high. The another thing is that you should always focus on positive things in your life, because on a daily basis we gets encountered with so many events which are good, which are average, which are bad, like that. But why do you spend your time on bad things? There are other things which you can be grateful, you can be faithful, you can be happy about. You can share all good experiences with yourself and with your colleagues, your friends, your family, your kids. When talking all these positive experiences, positive activities with these peoples, you are unconsciously giving your subconscious mind a signal that you are a person who is contributing positive in this universe. And don't forget this, most of the time people forget that we are unique. Every human being has been designed by the creator of this world as a unique. We have unique power which has been untapped, which is untapped. All we have a powerful and untapped power. If we can learn how to utilize that power, we will be unstoppable. And that is why you should be very much accept this fact that we have hidden power. We are only a step away from capturing and getting that power into role. Also, to increase your self-esteem, taking action is very important. Most of us always looks for perfect opportunity, perfect time, perfect weight. Everything we looks for perfect before we start acting on something. Napoleon Hill says that your action is the real measure of your intelligence, and that is why you should or we should never wait for perfect time and opportunity. We should immediately start acting on something we are looking in our life, we are desiring, we want in our life. The first step is very important, and the next step is keep consisting, keep going on that steps, and slowly will become more confident, more competent, and there's nothing that can stop us from rising our self-esteem. And once we are good at our self-esteem, everything becomes so easy in our life. That is very important step. And another therapy of healthy life and healthy and well-being life is that you should try to laugh as much as possible. You know, when you laugh, the muscles of your brain and your mental, your body gets gets expanded, and you laugh more and more, you get more relief and get less stress in your day-to-day life. That is very important. So friends, I think this video is already 12 or 13 minutes long. All I want to say is that in nutshell, you should never underestimate the power of yourself. You are the biggest person, you are the most powerful person, you are the most important person, and that is why you should start giving importance to you. You can do wonders that no one can do. You are your best friend, your best companions, and you have all the power within yourself. Only thing is that you have to give importance the power that is living within you. All you have to do is that just have a faith and believe on yourself. That is most important thing. If you start believing and having faith on yourself, everything will start taking safe and come on place, and all of a sudden you will start taking control of your life and becoming more confident, competent. So this is very important to rise your self-esteem. And friends, self-esteem is so important that once you take control of your good self and you rise your self-esteem, everything else becomes so easy and to control in your life. And you, with help of all those elements, you can grow and achieve everything in your life. Not only in your life, but you can be a lighthouse for other people. You can contribute in growth of other peoples who require, who want to take inspirations from you. So I hope you do take time and work and work on yourself, read lot of books, try to watch useful videos from YouTube. There are a lot of mentors who are expert in this particular field. They will give you some tips, tricks, and principles where you can easily learn. Of course, I'm not some expert type of thing. All I'm sharing with you a little bit idea which I know, and I know these ideas from I learn all these things by reading some articles, some books, and from some podcast, or I watch some videos. Yeah, regularly I do investment, or I do investment on myself. Till date I have done almost 15 lakhs rupees of investment from different courses, by attending different seminars, workshops, and different, podcast, listening podcast, books, and all those things. So I hope you learn from this video a lessons or two. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this with other people who may get some help from this and improve their life. Thank you. Have a nice day.